Well, good morning. I'm Nathan Thielemann, Associate Director of the Master's Program at the Duke Global Health Institute, and I am delighted to welcome you to the commencement ceremony honoring our 2019 Master of Science in Global Health graduates. Today we're honoring 32 extraordinary students who have reached the culmination of a 2-year journey, one that we hope has been filled with at least as much inspiration as perspiration. And I'd like to welcome the families of graduates, many of whom have come to commemorate this occasion. However far you have come, we thank you for being here because today is a day of celebration for you as well. You have been there throughout this journey to provide your graduate with support and encouragement and perhaps even a gentle nudge in the right direction along the way. And if your graduate forgot to say thank you for those well-intentioned questions and reminders, let me say thank you now. Thank you for all that you've done to help your graduates with his or her goals. I also want to recognize the members of the DGHI faculty who are here today. Graduates, your professors and mentors have been with you every step of this journey. They've given you tough challenges and helped you develop the skills and tools to meet them. They've been there through struggles and through successes, and they couldn't be prouder of the scholars that you have become. Thank you to our faculty for preparing an extraordinary group of students. And of course, a special thanks to the education staff, to Laura Bai, Sarah Martin, Lisa McKean, Kate Sullivan, Erin Degerman, and Emily Bakir, who support our students in so many ways, big and small. Thank you, guys. And so graduates, now it comes to you. It's your time. Your families and professors have stood proudly beside you, but it is you who did all the hard work. You took the courses, performed the field work, and defended your thesis. These are no small feats, and because you did these things, we can now call you graduates of Duke University. Congratulations on everything that you've accomplished. To be sure, for many of us, there is some sadness to this day. We've gotten to know you. We've watched you grow as students and as scholars, and most importantly, as people. We've gotten to see your intellect, but we've also seen your passion and your values, and we'll miss you. But whatever melancholy we feel is dwarfed by our great anticipation of the things that you'll do next. Today, you begin the next great chapter of your lives, and we can't wait to read it. We have a great program this morning, and so I will turn it over to our speakers, but just one note before I do. Please also join us for a reception in the atrium immediately after the ceremony. We'll also be taking a class photo at that time, and speaking of photos, all of the photos that are being taken today will be made available to download. Graduates, you'll receive an email next week with a link, and you can link to those galleries and download them. So now, to share some reflections on this extraordinary class, please join me in welcoming the Director of the Master of Science in Global Health program, Dr. Melissa White.
Thank you, Nathan, for that warm welcome. And welcome to all of you, our students especially, family, friends, faculty, staff. It is so nice to have you here today and to celebrate this important occasion in the lives of our graduating students. Today is indeed a day of celebration. It is a day to celebrate all of the hard work you all have put in to get you to this point. The toil of Dr. Turner's statistics class, the anxious preparation for field work, dealing with all of the surprises of fieldwork, all of those things you never could have prepared for, the many long nights perfecting your thesis. You have a lot to be proud of, and you have a lot to celebrate. Today is also a day of appreciation, a day to thank and honor the people who helped to support you over the past 2 years. To the family and friends gathered here today, your support of these students has been immeasurable, both in the last 2 years and all the years leading up to this point, because none of us do this alone. And of course, graduation is a day of reflection, because today marks the end of one chapter or one phase of your life and the beginning of a next. I always get a little emotional around graduation week. I think about all of you, the growth that I've seen in you all, both individually and collectively. I have vivid memories of you all at graduation, and I sort of have those flashing through my head this week. Just coming together as a community, beginning to figure each other out, beginning to kind of see your pathway through the program, the anxiety you might bring to beginning this new journey. And here you are today at graduation. And this all gets me thinking, as I'm sure it does for many of you, about the passage of time and how we make the best use of that time to find joy in our own lives, to help and support others, and of course to have an impact in the world. We always hear that life is short. But let me also suggest that life is long. We have ample opportunities to change directions. Many of you coming into this program was a change of directions. To chart a new path, to right our wrongs, to mend our bridges. We have time to recreate ourselves, and we have time to recreate the world around us. The idea that life is long begs us to be patient, and it also begs us to be brave. We must not be afraid to grab opportunities, to do bold things, and to take sometimes a bit of a circuitous path to a completely unknown destination. But if life is long and the winding path is the norm, then what orients us? And that, I believe, is the values that we hold. This past year at DGHI, we went through a strategic planning process. We were trying to chart our own path, figure out our own vision, where we invest our resources, how we grow as an institute. And in doing that, we spent a lot of time thinking about our own values, those values that bring us as faculty, as staff, as students into global health, and the values that drive us to continue to work every day. We are driven by a value in the dignity of all human beings, by a commitment to social justice, by a belief that holistic health is an essential building blocks of communities, both our own and those communities around us, and by a desire, of course, to make the world a better place. From your original applications, and I think I read every single one, to our conversations and reflections over the past 2 years, it is clear to me that you share those values and you embody those values. These values brought you into the program. They propelled you and sustained you through all the challenges over the past 2 years. And they lay the foundation for your next phase as change makers in global health. Stay true to those values. Develop them. Let them guide you along this winding path of career and of life. In my office, I have a piece of calligraphy that was given to me by a student several years ago. And it says, if something is both terrifying and amazing, then you should definitely pursue it. I look at those words often because there are so many things in our work that are both terrifying and amazing. And I have to tell you that sending 32 students out to all corners of the world, that is definitely terrifying and amazing, as Lisa would agree. But really, you all have done something that's terrifying and amazing. As master's students in this program, you have put yourselves out there time and again. You have managed relationships with faculty members, and sometimes I know that can be a little difficult, with research teams and with partners on the ground. You have gone to new countries. You figured out where to live, what to eat, how to keep yourself safe. Thank you very much. You have navigated IRBs, collected data, managed data, analyzed data, written a thesis, all terrifying and all amazing. Let this experience push your boundaries about what is possible for yourselves and for others. Let it give you the confidence to continue to be brave in pursuing things that are both terrifying and amazing. So I want to say something about partnerships in global health work. I think I've told this story many times about my own first foray into global health research. I was a grad student, and I was spending the summer in Tanzania. I was tasked with a job of helping to facilitate data collection for a faculty member in the US. I arrived in Dar es Salaam, and I was very ambitious, and I hit the ground running. I had targets, and I had systems, and I had tracking logs, but what I didn't have was partnerships, and I didn't have trust. I learned through that experience that those things matter more than any skill I could learn in the classroom. One of my mentors here at DGHI is Dr. John Bartlett. He's been working in Moshi, Tanzania for several decades now. Anyone who has worked with Dr. Bartlett in Moshi has had the pleasure of seeing what true partnership means. A partnership is mutually beneficial. It is built on respect for difference and a commitment to developing a joint vision. Dr. Bartlett's investment in partnership helped me to build my relationships with colleagues in Moshi and to grow my program of research, and it has served as the foundation of many student experiences at KCMC. As you move into your careers, think about how you can contribute to building partnerships in your work and how you can make those partnerships sustainable over time, because relationships are the foundation of everything we do in global health. As you all step into the field of global health after graduation, there is no shortage of challenges to address. From the spread of chronic diseases brought on by globalization, to the next emerging infection, to the impact of climate change and human conflict. As you poise to address these challenges in your future, be guided by your values. Be guided by a spirit of partnership. And at the same time, rely on the skills you have learned in this program to be equipped with evidence, with the power of science. Take the skills of global health research that you've learned in this program to bring a critical perspective to global health practice and advocacy. Constantly ask yourself, what is the evidence for what works? How do I make a case for the facts? And how do I create and disseminate knowledge in my own work? We need to bring evidence to bear on global health solutions. We need to make an evidence-based case for how global health impacts national and economic security and broader political stability. We have high hopes for you all as global health leaders and as global citizens. Here at DGHI, we will continue to be a home for you, and we look forward to engaging you as alumni, as colleagues, and as friends. So at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the student speaker, Maya Stevens. So Maya is a graduate of Payne College in Augusta, Georgia, where she had the prestigious UNCF Mellon Mays Fellowship to conduct basic science research. As an undergraduate, she studied abroad for a semester at the Africa University in Zimbabwe, And after graduation, she was a team leader for FEMA Corps, where she led a team of individuals who were doing disaster relief across the southern United States. At Duke, I had the pleasure of working with Maya during her field work in Ghana, where she conducted research on the role of community health workers in promoting the uptake of family planning. She has taken on leadership roles across Duke, and she's worked as an intern at FHI 360 over the past 2 years. I am so proud of Maya's success in this program and so excited to see where she goes next. So please join me in welcoming Maya Stevens to give student remarks.
Hello, everyone. The passion for global health that is radiating through this room today is electric. From the faculty, staff, researchers, my graduating peers, and I, we make up a true global health dream team. The Avengers has nothing on us. I can't believe graduation day is finally here, and I am overfilled with joy. For the past 2 years, we have worked tirelessly for this moment. We survived hundreds of essays. We survived field work and all of the obstacles it may have brought. We survived analyzing copious amounts of data for our research projects, and we even survived biostatistics. Countless hours of sleep insanity were lost, but we made it, and it was worth this moment right here today. First and foremost, I would like to thank God and my family, for without you guys, I would not be here. You guys really are awesome, and I love you.
I love you too.
I would also like to thank my friends and my amazing support system. The love and encouragement. The love and encouragement that you all have poured into me over the past 2 years is unmatched. And I could never repay you, and I am forever indebted. Lastly, I want to thank all of my peers and everyone here today for not only supporting me and being here and nominating me to speak today, but also for just being supportive to us all. It really matters, and I thank you for everyone. As I stand before you guys today, I cannot help but think and reflect on the first time I ever saw my classmates really work. It was in the wild terrain of Bahama, North Carolina, on a very hot day. We worked together to get this fish across the finish line. As a bit of a background for everyone here who doesn't know, for new student orientation, we have an activity where we are outside in Bahama and we work together to get to learn each other and know about each other. One of the activities involved this big fish, and it's similar to red light, green light, and we have to work intensely as a team to collaborate and get this fish without being caught across the finish line. So when I think about the metaphor here, it's really astounding to me, because over the past 2 years, we have worked tirelessly together to support each other to get our big paper fish called theses across the finish line, called thesis defense and graduation. Congratulations to us all. We did it together. As we go out into the world, I can't help but think that I'm losing my dream team. We're all breaking out into our own sequels, and we're coming into our own champions and on our own. As we go out, I charge you all with 3 things. Charge 1, always keep the end goal in mind. We have all seen the challenges that come with global health research, whether it being obstacles while completing our field work, obstacles trying to analyze our results, funding, or even finding mentorship. For me, my end goal was just a successful thesis. Although fieldwork had its moments, my research partner Leah knows, we had a fairly smooth process. We were fortunate to collect all of our data while still in the field, and we really established great bonds with our collaborators. However, I was bitten by this mean bug called procrastination that threatened to derail my success. Between interning, working, and various other activities I involved myself with, I sometimes put my thesis on the burner, which would not have been as bad if I did not choose to defend at one of the earliest dates in February. If anyone is looking for a bug to cure, I'm pretty sure procrastination is one for the books. And I know a few of you guys have also been bit by it at some point or another. What I want to say to you guys right now is, with your end goal in mind, it's always possible. I was able to succeed with a wonderful mentor, a wonderful thesis committee, and an amazing support system, and I thank you guys. As you find your footing post-graduation, remember to fight through the obstacles, and remember, regardless of what they are, you can achieve. Charge number 2, always look at the bigger picture. Through this interdisciplinary degree, we have seen and learned how different factors and actors impact health. For me, the greatest part of field work was learning to embrace the culture. For my thesis, I spent 11 weeks in rural Ghana eating a lot of mangoes, a lot of mangoes, and learning about family planning, community health workers, and their intersection. For me, meeting our various stakeholders, interacting with our research assistants, and really being able to immerse in the field really made my research that much more impactful. And that has allowed me to convey my research to many lay audiences across the globe. In all you do and experience, look at the whole and not just the individual. If given the opportunity, explore. And if you are not given the opportunity in your work, take the opportunity, because context matters. Lastly, charge number 3. Remember that healthcare is a human right. Although it seems very obvious, it's often neglected. The vision for Duke's Global Health Institute is to meet global health challenges to achieve health equity worldwide. Think equitable and think global. By working hard to obtain this degree, we have all committed ourselves to take a stance against health equity. Now we must remain accountable and hold each other accountable. Actually, when I think about it, I may have one more charge. As I look around the room and definitely looking at my peers, I can't help but reflect on the various encounters that I've had with you all. And the one word that comes to mind is different. We all come from different backgrounds, different countries, different lived experiences, different dreamed experiences, yet somehow we all ended up here today at this one moment, all graduating with the same degree. Keep your eyes and mind open to other possibilities and use your voice as a vessel of change. Classmates and my global health dream team I've made here at Duke University, we are each other's forever network. I am fortunate to have been able to persevere alongside you guys, and I am better because of it. May we meet in conferences, sustain friendships, and fight amongst each other and others as global health leaders. Wherever life may take you, may you join the global health team there, global health dream team there, or even start it. To everyone who has supported us along the way, thank you. This is not just a win for us, this is a win for us all. And as they would say in Twi, Medasipa. To the Global Health Institute, Medasipa, for 2 challenging years riddled with lost sleep, papers, and growth. I am forever grateful and forever Duke. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations to us on graduating.